So let's give another few minutes for everybody else to join. I just finished my other lesson. Let's get started, inshallah. Okay, we still have like 9 people. Other 10 people are missing. Of course, I have some friends on the call now. So I think today all the questions will be Brother Hafiz Muhammad Osama, Brother Osama Daniel, and Sajid Bhai. So there are fewer people, so I have to ask only the people that are available now. No, I'm joking.
I didn't say that.
Brother Osama Daniel, I'm just joking, okay? So don't worry.
And that's what I'm saying. Usama Daniel bhai, I didn't say that or I didn't request that.
Ji.
I'm gonna just chill out here for now.
Okay, let's get started, inshallah. So this is, anybody can tell me what is this lesson number?
12.
Sani is third, Ashar, Sani is third.
13.
13.
13.
Seriously? Everybody saying 13?
12.
No, it's 2.
This is 12.
Sani.
Ji.
Oh,
Right,
Sani.
it's 2
Yes.
and 10, right?
Wahid Isnan Salasa. Right?
Isnan, yeah, Sani.
It would be Adarsu Salis Ashara will be 13. So this is 12. This is number 12. It's okay, no worries. We'll get it. Did we already looked at this? We have, yeah. So we already looked at it that we have in Arabic, we have for the numbers, we not only have we have the masculine and feminine versions of the Arabic words. Okay. So we already looked at this. This is lesson number 12. Is this what you're saying? Okay, yeah. So we learned that, number 3, no, this is not the one. Next one, this one, sorry. So we have learned several groups of nouns and adjectives which do not have the tanween. Okay. Most nouns and adjectives have a tanween. Tanween is omitted in the following cases. When the noun or adjective has al, whenever you add the word. So let me make it easy actually. What is the normal form of an Arabic word or a noun? What do you call that? The normal form of Arabic noun. What is that word called?
No.
What was your question?
What is the normal form of Arabic noun? What is that called? There is a specific term used.
Marfu.
Marfu, yeah. So marfu. So whenever you have a marfu, so can anybody tell me? Not Sister Mehreen, because she definitely knows now. So who can tell me what is the word kitabun means? Is this a marfu or majroor? Marfu. The normal way to write the Arabic word, which will have a tanween, is called as a marfu. So kitabun, baytun, kalamun, they're all the normal form, meaning they're all marfu. But whenever you have an al added to it, then you cannot have a tanween with it. For example, when you say al kitabu, you're not gonna say al kitabun, right? Al qalamun, right? Uh, ar rasulun. You cannot say that, right? So you have to make sure that whenever you have al, you will not add the tanween. Or whenever it is a mudaf, whenever the word is used as a mudaf, meaning the word itself is the item being possessed, item that is being possessed as part of the mudaf and mudaf alayh. So the next example is kitabu bilalin, Bilal's book. Book over here is the mudaf, the item being possessed. Whenever it is a mudaf, it cannot have a tanween either. So in this example, I cannot say kitabun bilalin. I have to say kitabu bilalin. The last thing we learned, and by the way, this was from the book number 1. All these things we learned in book number 1 also. For some reason, they added in book number 2 also. So whenever the word ya, then you cannot use the tanween. So you cannot say ya ustazun, right? Ya bilalun, right? You cannot say that. You have to say ya ustazu, ya bilalu, right? So it cannot have a tanween when it has a word al added. Whenever it is a mudaf, it cannot have a tanween, and whenever it's preceded by a ya, it cannot have the tanween. Okay. Then we also learned this. This is the most important slide probably for the last lesson. Everybody had most questions with. And this is the slide I continued everybody to refer to. These are called as al-mamnu min as-sarf. The words that are considered as a mamnu min as-sarf. They're called in English as diptotes, meaning that exception to the rule. These are the words that are always exception to the rule. So we learned in this book following groups of nouns and adjectives which are diptotes. There are exceptions. They're mamnu min as-sarf. They're diptotes. Feminine proper nouns. For example, Aminatu, Zainabu will not have a tanween. We're not going to say Aminatun, Zainabun. They're part of the exception. You will never have a tanween. Masculine proper nouns that have a ta marbuta. This was a question yesterday you were asking Badr Usama Daniel. So now that you have a masculine proper noun that has a ta marbuta, it will not take a tanween. You're not going to say Hamzatun, Usamatun. Masculine proper nouns that ending with an an, Usman, Ramadan, you will not have the tanween. You're not going to say Usmanun, Ramadanun. Adjective. Now this is a little bit difficult. Adjective on the pattern of fa'alun. On the pattern of fa'alun, kaslanun, malanun, atshanun, right? They will not have the tanween. It will be kaslanu, malanu, atshanu. Can anybody tell me what this word atshanu means?
Thirsty.
Thirsty. What does the word hungry means? What is the translation for word hungry?
Mil'anu.
Mal'an.
Very good, very good. So at least some students will definitely pass the next test. So, okay. What does the word kaslanu means, by the way?
Lazy.
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 Very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay, what does the word hardworking means?
Mujtahiduna.
Mm,
Mujtahidun.
Mujtahidun. Yeah, mujtahiduna nahi. It's really mujtahidun. Very good. Okay, at least this last exercise probably helped a lot. So if you do it probably one more time, you'll be like experts of those Arabic words, in the next week. So masculine proper nouns on the pattern of afalun. For example, Ahmadu, Anwaru, all these names, masculine proper nouns. Let me ask this. What does a masculine proper noun really means? Brother Usama Daniel, what does the masculine proper noun actually means? What does it mean?
Anyone out of jinns or like human beings or
Human beings.
or
Male human beings. Male human beings are considered as masculine proper nouns. Okay. Okay. Adjective on the pattern of af'alu, aswadu, ahmaru, they also will not have the tanween. Non-Arabic proper nouns. We learned this before also, right? Williamu, Londonu, Pakistanu, Barisu, right? All of those will not have the tanween either. They're exception to the rule. But then there are certain nouns and adjectives, which as I mentioned, for example, the last pattern is the ones are in the patterns are broken plural. For example, af'ila'u, fu'ala'u, mafa'ilu, mafa'ilu. These are the difficult ones now. I know that it will be very difficult for everybody to remember this, but it is still part of the rule. So, asdiqa'u, aghniya'u, aqwiya'u, they will not take a tanween. Masajidu, fanadiku, makatibu, manadilu, mafatihu. These are on the special pattern. When they're on this special pattern, when they're on the patterns of a broken plural, whenever they are on a pattern of a broken plural, they will not take a tanween. Again, several examples in detail now. These are the ones that will not take a tanween. The first one is, what is the example? What is the very first example? Can anybody tell me what is the first example? What is this
Zainabu?
category? No. What is this category? What is the category? What does it mean?
Names of the girls.
Female proper noun.
Female proper noun. Excellent. Female proper nouns. What is the second one?
Male proper nouns.
No.
With the ta marbuta at the end.
Somebody else other than Sister Hira.
Yeah, it's because of the male proper noun with ta marbuta at the end.
Very good. Ta marbuta with the male proper noun. What is the third one?
An.
Example of the an.
Male proper nouns, masculine proper nouns with an. What is the third one? What is ba? B.
It's the same.
Adjectives ending with on.
Adjectives with an an. This is an adjective meaning a quality, right? A condition. Adjective means a quality or a condition, right? Kaslanu, jo'anu, atshanu, shabanu, malanu, right? These are all adjectives on a pattern of an. What is the fourth one? A.
Non-Arabic proper noun.
Proper masculine noun with af'al.
Very
Pattern
good.
of af'al.
Very good. Male proper noun, masculine proper nouns on the pattern of af'alu. What is the third? What is the B? Then 4B.
Colors name.
No, that's not the that's then all colors. But what is happening here? That's the question.
Non-Arabic proper noun.
No.
Where we will put tanween or where we will not put tanween.
I know that, but what is this pattern? What is the
Um,
big pattern?
Adjective on the trend of af'alu.
So look at this slide. Let's see if everybody can see this now. What is this example? So you were right, by the way.
Oh, this non-Arabic proper noun?
Number 6. Look at the number 6.
Objective of the pattern.
Adjective on the pattern of af'alu.
Af'alu.
Right? Adjective on a pattern of, it's not just colors, okay? You cannot just say it's a color. By the way, color is also a quality, okay? So color is also considered as an adjective itself. Okay. What is this example? Next one, number 5.
Non-Arabic like noun.
Proper noun.
Non-Arabic proper nouns, they will not take a tanween. Okay. What is number 6?
That's a pattern.
Pattern
all four A, B, C, D are the patterns. This is the most difficult one, by the way. They're all broken plural examples. They're all broken plural examples. All broken plural examples. None of the broken plural examples will actually take a tanween. Whenever there is a broken plural of a noun, it will not take a tanween. This is easy to understand. Whenever there is a broken plural of a noun, it will not take a tanween. So these are all the examples. Hopefully, other than the number 6, you will be able to remember the rest of them. Number 6 is a little bit tricky. When you'll know more and more plurals, you will be able to remember this. Other than that, everybody should be able to remember it. Now, in the next, which is the last one, same thing will happen again. However, there is a small little change. First, remember the normal rule for marfu and majroor. When you ever have the mudaf and mudaf ilay, the mudaf ilay will always have a kasra. It can also have a tanween. Okay. So, for example, Kitabullahi, Baitullahi, Muazzinur Rasuli, Miftahul Mudarrisi. All have a kasra. If you look at those same words, the same exception to the rule. Whenever the exception to the rule will apply, those words will take what? Anybody can tell me? Let me ask the question again. Make it easy.
Tanween.
Let me ask the question one more time so it's easier to understand. If any of those words, let me go back. If any of these words, see, all of these, number 1 to 7 and including 8, all of these. If these words are part of the mudaf and mudaf ilay rule, meaning they actually are becoming the mudaf ilay, right? For example, kitabu amina 2, right? Or they are appearing after a preposition. What will happen to the last letter of this word?
They won't take a kasra.
What?
They won't take a kasra.
They will not take a kasra. What will they take?
Adama. Fatah.
Fatah.
A fatah.
You go, don't worry. I'll finish and go.
Think one more time. Okay, I'm going to ask the question again. And if you've answered the question, don't think your answer is wrong, by the way, okay? So don't just think your answer was wrong. I'm going to ask the question from everybody else. I think 2 people answered the question correctly right away. Question is, all the words that we're looking at, all those rules that we were looking at, 1 to 8, we said that if the word, those words will never take a tanween, right? For example, female names, they will never take a tanween. A male name with the ta marbuta will never take a tanween. A non-Arabic proper noun, for example, Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Ishaq, all these names will never take a tanween. Okay, we learned that. Now my question is, for all of those words that we just learned that cannot take a tanween, okay, if they appear after a preposition, what will happen to that word? Only to those words.
It won't take kasra. It will take fatah.
It will not take a kasra, it will take a
Fatah.
fatha. So
Fatha.
for example, the first example, look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. The first example is Bilalun. Is Bilalun part of that example? Any of those words? Yes or no?
No.
No. Bilal is
No.
not part of that exception, right? So when I say min Bilalin, I can say kitabu Bilalin. It will take it is taking a kasra and it is also taking a kasratain, meaning the tanween. Next one is Ahmadu. Ahmadu is on the pattern of af'alu, right? Masculine proper noun on the pattern of af'alu. I'm going to say min Ahmada. Same example is Ibrahimu. When it came after a preposition, it became min Ibrahima. For example, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa la ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahima. After Allah, I'm going to say Ibrahima. I'm not going to say Ibrahimu or Ibrahimi, right? So, same thing over here. Whenever any of those words that were part of that exception list, I'm going to go back to the screen again. Any of these words that are all these rules that you have over here, whenever these words will come after a preposition, instead of taking a kasra, they will all take a fatha. That's the easiest possible way to explain it. Everybody understands that at this point or no? Everybody understands that? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The easiest way again to understand is the Ruzul Ibrahimi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, the example of that, right? Whenever that name appeared, you saw that it became Ibrahima instead of Ibrahimi. The regular rule is that it should have taken a kasra, but it did not take a kasra because it was exception to the rule. And here is where we will end our lesson number 13. So this was all for all of our lessons, inshallah. So we have ended this today. Now next week we'll actually have a test. So what I'll do, recommend 2 things. It will be heavy, extremely heavy on the actual translation of the words. Okay, so your entire test will be very heavy on the exact translation of the words. Some of it will be actually on the rules. Some of it will be on the rules. So very heavy, I would say 60 to 70% will actually be the actual translation of the words. So memorize those words that I had given to you from lesson number 1 to lesson number 23. The easiest way is to read it to somebody. So one of your, if you don't have a study companion, if you don't have a study buddy, just use one of the people at home, read it to them and let them ask the question. You will not remember it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. 60 to 70% of your test will be dependent on those words. And by the way, the test is from lesson number 1 to 23, okay? So it will not be from like lesson number 14 to number 23. It will be all the way from the beginning of the lessons to all the way to date. So it will be a long test, mostly on the translation of the words, and some rules, of course, I will ask also. So my recommendation, I will send these slides right after this lesson. Go through these slides again one more time for the preparation of the test, and also go through the translation. And you will have to do this pretty much daily because it will be a lot of questions in the test. So please do not wait until the end of the week to be able to prepare for your test. So inshallah, this is where we will end. If you have any questions, concerns, please do reach out to me via WhatsApp. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.